Welcome to my third Pokemon challenge. King Dong here, where today we find out if I can beat Pokemon Blue with only one Machop. My last run with Igglybuff was brutal in Pokemon Crystal with the low defense and speed. But anyway, let's talk about Machop. The base stats for Machop aren't that bad. It has great attack and health. Its speed and defense aren't brilliant though. Machop learns 4 attacking moves by level up. These are Karate Chop, Low Kick, Seismic Toss and Submission. Machop can learn, however, quite a few moves by TM, such as Earthquake, Body Slam and Fire Blast. It can also learn the HM for Strength. We do however have a weakness to both Flying and Psychic types. I'm writing this as I go through the challenge, but this part, as always, is being written before I start. How far do you think I can get? I think I'm going to really struggle with Sabrina's Psychic typing, and as well as my rival having a Flying and a Psychic type, all through the game. Let me know if you think I can win or not. The rules are: only one Machop to be used in battle, others for HMs. No glitches or exploits, and no items to be used in battle except Pokeballs. Let's go. Straight away I've used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Squirtle with Machop, as I'd like to give the Bulbasaur line a go and a little bit of airtime. I named Machop Alexi. Take a guess where the name's from. We start the first rival battle with Croden, and Karate Chop is the only move that we know at this point, so it's all I can use. Croden uses a combination of Tackle and Growl, but of course we get the win. I then take Professor Oak his parcel and get the Pokedex. Now it's time to start the challenge. I then get to the optional rival battle with Croden at level 8. Pidgey hits me with a Gust and 2 Sand attacks as we take it out with 3 Karate Chops. We also grow to level 9. Bulbasaur lands a Tackle and I land a Karate Chop and get a crit. As we get seeded and land another Karate Chop, we then miss twice and get the win with a crit. I get to Pewter City, head straight to the gym at level 13, and I lose. So I decide to grind up to level 16 and then we head back. This time I get the win. I take out Geodude quite fast and take Onyx down after loads of Karate Chops, but luckily I get a crit to finish him off just before he uses his last bide. In Mount Moon you have to choose between the Dome and the Helix fossil. I pick the Dome fossil. No gag again. We get to Cerulean City at level 24 and I head straight for the gym. I one-shot Staryu and Misty uses an X-Defend on Starmie. I land 4 Karate Chops and we get the win. Now it's time for the third rival battle with Croden. He starts off with his Pidgeotto. It lands a Sand attack and I land 2 Karate Chops for the knockout. Abra's next and I miss a Karate Chop, but one shot with the next one. Rattata lands a quick attack. I one shot with a low kick. I miss the low kick, but then land the next one. 2 Karate Chops and his Ivysaur is down and we get the win. It's now time for the rival battle on the SSN. Pidgeotto's out first and it hit me with a Gust and we slam a crit with the Karate Chop. A second one and it's down. Raticate is a one shot with a low kick and Kadabra is next and he slams me with a super effective Confusion, taking Alexi down to just 30 health as we one-shot it with Dig. Last is Ivysaur. It misses a Vine Whip as I dig and get a one-shot. Lieutenant Surge starts off with a Voltorb. It lands a Sonic Boom and I go for a Dig and get a one-shot. Next is Pikachu. As I use Dig, it manages to outspeed and hit me with a Thunder Shock, but then I take it out. Last up is Raichu. Surge uses an X speed and I dig and it misses a Thunder Shock as I land Dig for the win. We now move on to the rival battle in the Pokemon Tower. Pidgeotto used Gust as I land a critical Karate Chop, leaving it with only a little bit of HP. Next one takes it out. Gyarados is next. It misses a Hydro Pump and I land a Karate Chop. It uses Leer and a Dragon Rage. 2 more chops and it goes down. Growlithe is a one-shot with Dig and Kadabra uses Teleport twice. Thanks so much AI. And also goes down to a Dig. Ivysaur is last, another one-shot with Dig. Next up is Erica. She sends out Victreebel and I get slammed with a critical Razor Leaf. I one-shot with Dig, and next is Tangela, who takes a low kick and uses Bind. What a broken move this is in Gen 1. I then get a crit with a Karate Chop. Last is Vileplume, and I land a Dig for just over half health. Luckily it misses Sleep Powder, and I land a Karate Chop. And then it lands a Mega Drain, and one last critical Karate Chop takes it out. Giovanni time. First up is Onix and it's a one-shot with Dig. Next is Rhyhorn, who is also a one-shot with Dig. Last out is Kangaskhan. And Giovanni uses a Guard Spec. I land a low kick and it lives on 1 HP as I finish it off with a Karate Chop. We head to the fighting gym and it is a complete sweep, but I thought I'd let you know that I picked Hitmonchan because if I didn't say, I knew you'd ask. But now that I think about it, ask anyway, it's good for the YouTube algorithm. Rival time in Silph Co, and I lost so many times to Pidgeot, and when I got past it I'd lose to Gyarados, so I'm going to grind against all the Team Rocket members in Silph Co building. But it's still not enough. When I get past them I get slammed by Kadabra, so I'm going to move on to Koga and try and get a few more levels up. Koga, and he's a clean one-shot sweep with Earthquake. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Back to the rival. Up first is Pidgeot, and I get up to 3 double teams and then one-shot the whole team with a mixture of Strength and Earthquake. The second battle with Giovanni in Silph Co, and it's a one-shot sweep. The only damage I take comes from the recoil of Submission. Sabrina's up next. This one I'm really worried about, as all her Pokemon are super effective against me. I get slammed with a Psybeam from Kadabra, and I one-shot it with Earthquake. I get up 2 double teams and use Strength. Then Mr. Mime hits me with a Confusion, but it goes down after another Strength. Venomoth goes down to a Strength. Last is Alakazam, who misses a Psybeam, and then goes down to an Earthquake. That's the win. Blaine's Fire Gym, and it's another one-shot sweep with Earthquake. I was outsped by Rapidash, but it only used Growl, and it missed. And I was also hit by a Fire Blast from Arcanine, who outsped me. 8th gym time with Giovanni. First up is Rhyhorn, who goes down to an Earthquake. Next is Dugtrio, and he goes down with the same fate after hitting a Growl. Nidoqueen is next, and it tanks an Earthquake, but goes down to Strength. Nidoking's next, and it's a one-shot with Earthquake. Last is Rhydon, and he goes down to a Submission. Now it's time for the second to last rival battle. And I lose. So I reset and go again. I get up 6 double teams on the Pidgeot, and then the whole team was a one-shot, apart from Venusaur. It tanks a super effective Earthquake and slams a critical Razor Leaf, leaving Alexi with only 31 health, but it goes down to Strength. Lorelei, the Ice Trainer, is up first, and Dugong keeps using Rest as a Psychic move, and the AI thinks it'll be super effective against me. So I get up 6 double teams, then hit Strength, and it uses Rest again. Now it's asleep, it goes down after 2 more hits. Cloyster also goes down after 2 Strengths. Slowbro tanks an Earthquake and then goes down after a Strength. Jinx is the one-shot by Earthquake, and last is Lapras, and one submission takes it out. I use a Hyper Potion between battles as this is allowed in the rules. Next is Bruno, the Fighting and Rock-type trainer. First up is Onix. I use a double team and Bruno uses an X-Defend. I then land an Earthquake as Onix uses Rage, which is useless. And I stupidly use Strength and it does absolutely nothing. Another Earthquake and it's down though. Hitmonchan next and I land an Earthquake and it uses Ice Punch. I use Strength and it goes down. Hitmonlee is next, who outspeeds and misses a Jump Kick, getting hurt in the process. I land a strength, leaving it with only a little health left. It then misses a high jump kick and hurts itself again. One more strength and it's down. Onyx time again, and it goes down to a one-shot submission. Last is Machop. An earthquake takes it to just under half health, and it misses a fissure. I then use strength and it lives on 1 HP. It then uses fissure again and misses. What luck. Next turn it's down and I get the win with a submission. I heal up and move on to the third member of the Elite Four, Agatha, the Ghost and Poison type trainer, who leads off with a Gengar. I go for double team, they get put to sleep. Then I'm hit with Nightshade as Agatha switches into Golbat. It lands a Confuse Ray and I wake up confused. Great. She then swaps Gengar back in and Alexei hits himself. I then get hit by a Nightshade, but I get the knockout with an Earthquake. Next is Golbat again, so I use Strength and it uses Haze twice. I land a Strength, taking it down to low health, and Agatha uses a Super Potion, but one more Strength takes it out. Haunter then uses Confuse Ray and I hit myself again. It then uses Dream Eater while I'm awake. What? One Earthquake takes it out. Arbok uses Screech as Alexei snaps out of confusion and lands an Earthquake. Last up is Gengar. It poisons us with Toxic as we get the win with an Earthquake. Dragon Trainer Lance is the last member of the Elite Four and his Gyarados is just too strong, so I need to level up. I still have my rare candies, so I'll level up to level 75 and try again. I return and this time it goes much better. Gyarados uses Leer and I use Strength. I then outspeed and the next one takes it out. Both Dragonairs go down to 1 Earthquake and Aerodactyl is next. It tanks a Strength and lands a Bite. I then miss, but I get flinched by another Bite. We then land the next submission for the knockout. Last up is his Dragonite and only uses Agility as I land 3 strengths for the win. Up next is the Pokemon Champion. This is the final chance to comment down below and let me know if I can do this or not. Let's go. Croden sends out Pidgeot and I take it out with 2 strengths. Then his Alakazam smashes me with a Side Beam, so it's time to grind up to level 81. The champion leads off with his Pidgeot. It uses Wing Attack as I go for double team. I then outspeed and land a Strength as I get hit with another Wing Attack. A third one and it's down. Up next is Alakazam. It outspeeds me and uses Reflect twice. 1 Earthquake and a Strength and it's down. Rhydon is next and it tanks an Earthquake and misses a Horn Drill. Another Strength and it's down. Gyarados next and I land a Strength as he lands a Dragon Rage. Another Strength and that goes down. Arcanine is a one-shot with Earthquake and last up is Venusaur. It misses a Razor Leaf and I land an Earthquake for just over half health. It then uses Growth, one more Earthquake and that's it. We win. Alexei is then entered into the Hall of Fame and we've done it. This challenge was not that bad, but having a weakness to the rival's Pokemon slowed down my progress a few times. It was a lot easier than the Igglybuff run. But it's time to start work on the next challenge. I'm going back to Gen 3, but this time in the Hoenn region with Sphil. But if you have any ideas, comment down below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn the notifications on. Also, check out my playlist for other Pokemon challenges I've done. Until next time, that's King Dong, out.